A lot of you guys are not schooled in proper snowstorm etiquette, so I just want to school you guys real quick from head to toe. I'm gonna start with toe. Ladies, heels in the snow. I don't understand it, and I'm not even gonna pretend. Let me put my glasses up. I'm not even gonna pretend to understand what you're doing. Your feet look adorable in those shoes. Ugh, love them. But you, as a unit, as a whole, your body, you look like a retard. I don't care if you have on 18 karat gold plated Louboutin crocodile alligator chinchilla fox fur blended red bottom pumps. You look like a retard. I bumped into this chick the other day and I was like, oh, look at her dancing. You know, I was like, oh, that's cute. I thought she was one of them sidewalk performers. She was trying to gain her balance. That's all she was trying to do. I was like, you look as, I'm sure you feel as dumb as you look, because you look pretty dumb. And I think the male equivalent to that is guys in like church shoes in the snow. And I'll give you a little bit more leeway with that, because yeah, maybe you work somewhere corporate, you have to, you know, you have a suit tie, khakis, whatever, and you have to wear dress shoes, cool. But there's a difference between dress shoes and church shoes. Dress shoes usually have a little bit more traction, they have laces, you can wear them, I don't know, you see them all the time. They're like soft, as opposed to church shoes, which usually have some type of tassel. They're usually like really shiny and like buffed up. They're big in the West Indian community, I think. And then Jamaicans are big on the ones that like kind of have like that pointed toe. Sometimes they have that like square point toe. And I think the pointier the shoe, like if it does that Aladdin shoe point, I think the more pointy the shoe, the more Jamaican the person. Also, I think the more shiny and buffed up the shoe is, the more Haitian the person. And I've seen my father, like he's like walking living testament to that, because I've seen my father in some like liquid titanium moccasin type church shoes, like just glistening, because he just buffs them up. I don't even know how he gets them so clean. But guys, church shoes in the snow is not really a good look for you. Yesterday I was walking up the block and it had just snowed in New York. It was like that slushy, mushy, wet, soggy snow, not that dry snow that you can make like a snowball with. So I was walking real cautious, you know, because I'm slim, I don't have any hips, there's really no cushion for me to like fall back on if I trip and land on the concrete. That's it, I'm going. Paraplegic, Christopher Reeves for life. So I was walking up the block real slow and I heard somebody behind me go, oh, like pretty much the size said, oh, this hoe is walking much too slow for me. So, you know, I looked and it was this guy and I'm like, sir, if you want to pass go ahead. Put your turn signal on and go around me. This lane is open right here. You sign is not gonna make me, you know, pick up speed. So the guy like zooms past me and all I see is like his church shoes, like friction, like sparks. And then all I see is boom, this guy hits the ground. Like his ass and the pavement had an appointment and they were trying to confirm that. Banged his ass on the sidewalk and my first reaction is to laugh. But I was like, well, if I laugh, I'm going to fall. So I was like, sir, are you okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm fine. Then, you know, I'm walking to the subway station still, and then I get on the escalator, and the same guy who tried to pass me was behind me on the escalator. So all this rushing and embarrassment just to still be behind me anyway. Sir, know your role. Back here. That's your place. I'm like, all this rushing for what? I guarantee if you're in a rush, I promise you, if you're ever in a really big rush, you gotta go somewhere, you're in a rush, if you bust your ass, you will no longer be in a rush. You'll sit in the slow lane with us, you know, cautious folks. I promise you. I would put your life on that, not my life. Some people are dumb and they're okay with falling 2 times in a row in front of the same witnesses. Me, I'm not that bold. But if you can't invest in some like snow boots or whatever, I don't have snow boots or rain boots or anything like that. I was walking up the sidewalk, and whenever it snows in the city, they always put salt down on the sidewalk or whatever. Apparently in Brooklyn, sidewalks don't count because we don't get any salt. We get salt on our subway steps. So when you're walking up the block, well, all you need to do is like coat the bottom of your shoes with some of that salt. I will jump in a pile of salt and just crunch away till the bottom of my shoes are like coated really well, and then I'll walk I mean, I don't know how far the salt takes me, but I know for the first couple steps I take out of that salt, I'm not gonna bust my ass and slip. So I was crunching in the salt, and this white woman walked past me, and she gave me that, ugh, you have no class face. That's what her face is, like, ugh, classless. You know, I'm like, whatever, you're not my insurance carrier, nor are you carrying me to the subway station 2 blocks away. So you can, ugh, as you pass. So I'm crunching in the salt, and I was walking away, and as I'm walking away, I hear crunch, crunch, crunch. And I turned around, and it was the same lady who had given me that, ugh, you have no home training face, that face, you know, that face. And I was like, I started to laugh, because, I mean, you know, I don't know what happened. Maybe that's her salt, and she had claimed it, and that's why she was giving me the stink eye, or maybe she had on church shoes and slid into the salt by mistake. Perhaps, you never know. Stranger things have happened. Alright, so shoes covered. Now, bubble coats. It's been my understanding that bubble coats died in the 90s along with Pac, Biggie, Fubu, and Coogee. So, I don't know why in 2010 you would own a bubble coat, unless you're like a 48-year-old man with like 8 kids, because, you know, parents, they wear clothes that we wouldn't even look at twice. But that's the only excuse. If you're an old-ass man, or not even an old-ass man, if you're a grown man, because I don't want to insult you if you happen to be watching this for whatever reason. If you're a grown man and you know, whatever, you got your bubble coat on to go take out the trash, or your bubble coat on to go pick your kids up from soccer practice, that's your business. But as like a young hipster, you in a bubble coat is not a good look. Especially these chicks I've been seeing with these like crop top bubble coats that kind of like hit them right at their navel. What is that? You're cold everywhere else except your chubby midsection. And I think we can all see your nipples as well as your navel, your belly button. So you're cold here, but not here. I think you need to give your daughter her coat back and go and get a real coat. Maybe borrow your father's bubble coat. If you really into bubble coats, just wear your dad's. And leave the little ones to the little ones. Because I think since I've been in Brooklyn anyway, I've been seeing like a lot more, like, the bigger the girl, the smaller her clothes. I think that's the rule here. Like, the bigger you are, the smaller your clothes. It's not a good rule. We need to veto that ASAP. Send that to Obama and he will make a bill out of that. Okay, so bubble coats. Now let me hit you with the headpiece, okay? Black women and some of you white women, because y'all are starting to take over the hair world too now with your little clip-ons and Jessica Simpson pieces. There's no reason why you shouldn't be willing to invest in my lace front wearers. I'm talking to y'all. I don't know if y'all still watch my videos. But if you're gonna put on a lace front and you're okay with having an oval hairline, make sure you put sufficient glaze on your egghead hairline so that your baby hairs, whatever it is that like sticks your baby hairs down in that gross like squiggly fake manner, and that curly Sue sideburn that you guys be doing, you know, that little hood girl curl piece that like hangs down right here, the sideburn that comes down to like Ashanti length. Make sure that you put enough glaze on your head so that when the wind blows on these cold winter days, your situation doesn't lift up. Case in point, I was walking through the streets the other day. I caught some girl in, like, I guess she had a loose toupee on. Every time it goes through and blew, the whole thing lifted. Just. So her situation was not a good one for her. And then every time the wind stopped, her like baby hairs were like on her eyebrow. I don't know if she was trying to go for that look on purpose. She had like a Ricky Martin imagery for her bangs. It was not a good look. Of course, black people, we need to also invest in quality lotion. Leave the baby lotion alone. It doesn't work for you. And leave the Lubriderm alone, because that's like water and shampoo in a bottle, and then they call that lotion. I'm gonna put you guys on to my secret weapon, Jergens Cherry Almond. It's a beautiful thing. It smells good, and it's not that greasy lotion. You know, we can't be walking around just crusty. They talk about us. They do. They give us that, ugh, she has no class and no lotion face. You can thank me in the comment section of this video because I did this for you.